A tearful Dylan Farrow addresses Woody Allen. He's been lying for so long. https://twitter.com/status/95396873171314688. I want to show my face and tell my story, Dylan Farrow told CBS This Morning's Gayle King during an interview broadcast Thursday morning. I want to speak out. Literally. Farrow, now 32, has claimed since she was 7 years old that Woody Allen molested her as a child, a claim Allen has consistently denied, and one that has had little effect on his career in Hollywood. As the #MeToo movement has gathered momentum, however, Farrow's story has emerged for reconsideration, and as she continues to speak, several figures in Hollywood have recently renounced the prolific director. Greta Gerwig has said she regrets working with Allen, while actors Rebecca Hall and Timothée Chalamet have both pledged to donate their salaries from Allen's upcoming film, A Rainy Day in New York, to avoid profiting from it. I loved my father, Farrow said Thursday, in her first televised interview. I respected him. He was my hero. And that doesn't obviously take away from what he did. But it does make the betrayal and the hurt that much more intense. Farrow claimed that Allen took her to a small attic crawl space in her mother, Mia Farrow's, home in Connecticut, where he instructed me to lay down on my stomach and play with my brother's toy train that was set up, Farrow told King. And he sat behind me in the doorway, and as I played with the toy train, I was sexually assaulted. Farrow recalled saying as a 7-year-old that Allen touched her private parts. In more graphic terms, she clarified that he touched my labia and my vulva with his finger. Farrow said her mother was shopping during the time of the incident, and that when she found out, she was upset. My first impulse was that I had done something wrong. When the two went to the doctor, Farrow at first indicated that Allen had touched her on her shoulder, rather than her genitals. When her mother asked why, Farrow recalled telling her that I was embarrassed. Then they went back in, and the child told the doctor the same thing she told her mother. Allen's denial has been steadfast. He's claimed that Mia Farrow, angry about his affair with her adopted daughter Soon-Yi Previn, coached Dylan to make accusations against him. Allen and Previn have now been married for 2 decades. King brought this up to Farrow, saying, "You could see why he might make that claim. He would say that she was filled with rage after his affair with Soon-Yi had been discovered, and that she was out for revenge and full of rage. What I don't understand is, how is this crazy story of me being brainwashed and coached more believable than what I'm saying about being sexually assaulted by my father?" Farrow replied. When King played a clip of a 60 Minutes interview in which Allen refuted the allegations, Farrow began to cry, apologizing to King. When asked what specifically she was reacting to, what Allen said, "Seeing him," Farrow replied, "He's lying, and he's been lying for so long. And it is difficult for me to see him and to hear his voice. I'm sorry." The alleged abuse wasn't just one isolated incident either, Farrow said. He would follow me around. He was always touching me, cuddling me, and if I ever said, like I want to go off by myself, he wouldn't let me. Though King noted that some might call that normal behavior for a loving father, Farrow replied, except he wasn't this way with Ronan, Farrow, her brother. Allen also often asked Farrow to get into bed with him, she said, when he was wearing only underwear. Sometimes, she claimed, that was all she was wearing as well. In a statement to CBS, Allen wrote, "When this claim was first made more than 25 years ago, it was thoroughly investigated by both the Child Sexual Abuse Clinic of the Yale New Haven Hospital and New York State Child Welfare. They both did so for many months and independently concluded that no molestation had ever taken place. Instead, they found it likely a vulnerable child had been coached to tell the story by her angry mother during a contentious breakup." Allen also cited Farrow's brother Moses, who has claimed that he witnessed Mia Farrow, as Allen put it, relentlessly coaching Dylan, trying to drum into her that her father was a dangerous sexual predator. It seems to have worked, and sadly, I'm sure Dylan truly believes what she says. But even though the Farrow family is cynically using the opportunity afforded by the Time's Up movement to repeat this discredited allegation, that doesn't make it any more true today than it was in the past, Allen concluded. I never molested my daughter, as all investigations concluded a quarter of a century ago. During the first portion of the interview, which initially aired on Wednesday, Farrow shot back at skeptics who have discredited or ignored her story for years, suggesting that she has a vendetta against Allen, a desire to take down his career. Why shouldn't I want to bring him down? Farrow said. Why shouldn't I be angry? Why shouldn't I be hurt? Why shouldn't I feel some sort of outrage that after all these years being ignored and disbelieved and tossed aside? And after all these years, why should people believe you now? King asked. I suppose that's on them, Farrow said, but all I can do is speak my truth and hope that someone will believe me instead of just hearing. Use of this site constitutes acceptance of our user agreement and privacy policy.